You're listening to K-Dino Radio with your prehistoric pals, Digger and Bonehead.
As always, we're coming to you live from Dinoland, U.S.A. Now, before we get to our next track, let's find out a little about today's sponsor. Take it away, Bonehead.
Well, when you find yourself traveling along Route 498, be sure to visit Chester and Hester's Dino-Rama. As the story goes, these two opened up their iconic roadside destination back in the 1940s, serving the #1 name in petroleum products, Sinclair. Did you know that there are more than 1,500 Sinclair gas stations across the U.S.A? Customers just love Sinclair's Dino Supreme gasoline that'll keep your engines running smoother for longer. Next time you need to fill the tank, just keep an eye out for the Dinosaur on the side of the road.
Extremely excited to say that I've now experienced my first Sinclair gas station, a franchise, a business, a brand that I'm so fond of.
Sinclair's iconic green mascot has been greeting customers since he was first introduced back in the 1930s. Over the next several decades, Dino became something of a celebrity, appearing in print, on television, and even a balloon in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade in 1963. 1 year later, you could snag an incredible Mold-A-Rama toy at the New York World's Fair.
In fact, Dino is the most popular souvenir sold at the fair.
Meanwhile, Sinclair gas stations continued to pop up all across our nation. Just check out this former Sinclair gas station, which opened in Spring Hill, Florida.
Super cool roadside kind of attraction here. Used to be a Sinclair gas station, and now they work on cars here and still has its amazing dinosaur shape.
Of course, roadside dinosaurs are not by any means exclusive to Sinclair. Monuments celebrating the thunder lizards can be found all across the back roads of America.
One other dinosaur located right down the road from our buddy the Sinclair dinosaur is Foxbauer, who was originally intended to be part of some sort of wildlife museum, now is a roadside attraction not too far from Weeki Wachee State Park.
Two tickets to California, please.
That's $226.
Well, we only have $27.30. What does that get us?
Nowhere.
The extra large dinosaurs found in Cabazon, California are likely some of the most iconic examples you'll discover while exploring our great nation. The Cabazon dinosaurs have been welcoming travelers to this one-of-a-kind retail experience since 1965, and while some might liken it to a glorified tourist trap, the destination has quite a bit of pop culture history as well, appearing in films like 1989's The Wizard and Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
What?
Dinosaur World is also quite popular, with locations in Kentucky and Texas. There is even a Dinosaur World that opened up in the Sunshine State about 50 miles southwest of the Walt Disney World Resort.
It's an alternative to Dinoland, U.S.A. It's an alternative to Jurassic Park. And, it's one thing we should check out and see what it looks like.
Interestingly enough, Dinosaur World in Plant City, Florida opened in 1998, the same year as Disney's Animal Kingdom. That makes it the same age as Dinoland, USA. Of course, according to the lore, old Dinoland is much older than that. As the story goes, the skeleton of a T-Rex was discovered in 1947, making Diggs County a hotspot for paleontological activity. In order to meet the demands of the newfound tourist industry, Chester and his wife Hester started selling dino-themed souvenirs from their gas station. The popular fueling spot became known as Chester and Hester's Dinosaur Treasures, where you could purchase all kinds of fun tchotchkes, as well as quite a bit of Disney memorabilia, if you can believe it.
The boom in business also helped fund a brand new amusement park called Chester and Hester's Dino-Rama.
When you enter the park, you'll be greeted by several cordial lizards. Once inside, you'll want to check out some of the incredible midway games they have to offer. like the Fossil Fuelers or Mammoth Marathon. Triceratops Spin was an opening day attraction. Just in case you've never experienced this ride, it's a spinner attraction similar to Dumbo the Flying Elephant in the Magic Kingdom. Each ride vehicle has 2 joysticks to help control your dino's motion. Riders in the front seat can move the vehicle up and down, while those in the back seat control the forward and backward lean of the Triceratops. Now, just a few months after Dinorama opened, Chester and Hester gave us yet another ride. How many people here remember the chaotic Primeval Whirl? It was a pretty unique roller coaster that allowed the car to spin and pivot while zigzagging along the track. There were several exciting drops as well, and while I enjoyed the attraction, I knew several people who couldn't stand the experience, preferring something more traditional like Space Mountain or even Rockin' Roller Coaster. Now, if you are one of those people who disliked this attraction, you're gonna have to help me describe this ride experience in the comments section under this video. In any case, Primeval Whirl closed in 2020. During the D23 Expo in 2024, the Walt Disney World Company announced that Chester and Hester's Dinorama would be closing alongside the rest of Dinoland USA.
Now, while Dinorama's last day of operation is officially scheduled for January 12th, 2025, there are still several ways to experience a little Jurassic joy while traveling through the state of Florida.
That's absolutely right. Admittedly, you're not likely to find one of those Sinclair gas stations operating in the Sunshine State today, but you can still visit Jurassic Park in Universal's Islands of Adventure. Now, for my money, I'd recommend you take a trip down I-4 to visit what's likely the state's most authentic roadside dinosaur experience. When I say authentic, I don't mean anatomically correct. What I mean to say is that Dinosaur World in Plant City is an iconic piece of Americana.
A couple more things they have at Dinosaur World. They have these really awesome dinosaur chairs that we're sitting on right now. Cool dinosaur bench. And unlike Dinoland USA, unlike Jurassic Park at the Universal parks, guess what? They're dog friendly.
I don't know though. Let's see what our viewers think. How many of you out there are big fans of Roadside Dinosaurs? Also, how do you feel about the closure of Chester and Hester's Dinorama? Let us know in the comments section below.
And if you enjoyed this video, please drop a like and consider subscribing to Retro Spectrum so you don't miss a single episode of Details.